In 1492, one man set sail into the unknown. He believed he was heading to Asia. Instead, he changed the course of world history forever. This is the story of Christopher Columbus. Christopher Columbus was born in 1451 in the Italian city of Genoa. From a young age, he was drawn to the sea. He studied maps, navigation, and astronomy. And he became obsessed with one bold idea: reaching Asia by sailing west. At the time, most European scholars believed the journey was too long and too dangerous. Columbus believed the Earth was much smaller than it actually is. He was wrong. Very wrong. After years of rejection, Columbus finally found support from the Spanish crown. In 1492, Queen Isabella and King Ferdinand agreed to fund his expedition. They gave him 3 ships, the Santa Maria, the Nina, and the Pinta. On August 3, 1492, Columbus set sail from Spain. Weeks passed at sea. Food supplies began to run low. The crew grew restless. Some feared they would never return home. Then, on October 12, 1492, land. Columbus had reached the Caribbean. Not Asia, but islands in what we now call the Americas. Columbus believed he had reached the Indies. That is why he called the native people Indians. He never realized he had encountered an entirely new continent. It is important to understand this. Christopher Columbus did not discover an empty land. Millions of people already lived there. They had cultures, languages, traditions, and civilizations. Columbus was also not the first European to reach the Americas. Viking explorers, including Leif Erikson, arrived nearly 500 years earlier. But Columbus's voyage changed everything. His journey permanently connected Europe and the Americas. It began an age of exploration, global trade, and colonization. But it also began an age of suffering. Columbus later became governor of the lands he claimed for Spain. His rule was marked by violence, forced labor, harsh punishments, and enslavement. European diseases devastated native populations. Entire communities were wiped out. Millions died within decades. Eventually, Columbus was arrested, stripped of his title, and sent back to Spain in chains. He died in 1506, still believing he had reached Asia. Today, Christopher Columbus remains one of the most controversial figures in history. To some, he represents courage and exploration. To others, he represents colonization and destruction. History is not black and white. It is complex. And Columbus is a reminder that a single journey can change the world. For better and for worse. This was the story of Christopher Columbus. Thank you for watching. If you found this video interesting, consider liking it. And if you want more stories like this, subscribe to the channel.